My countrymen, for decades we looked to others to come and build our nation. That time is now over. Today we take the reins of our country into our own hands, and with our own sweat and hard work, by building 1 kilometer of road at a time, we will rebuild our glorious nation. In the heart of West Africa, there is a country called Burkina Faso. For many years, this nation has faced very big problems. One of the biggest problems has been something called infrastructure. This word might sound complicated, but it simply means all the basic things a country needs to work well. Good roads so people can travel easily, electricity in homes and businesses, clean water to drink and use, and good ways to transport goods from one place to another. For a very long time, Burkina Faso did not have enough of these important things. Imagine living in a small village where roads are not paved with strong material like asphalt, but are just dirt tracks. When the sun is shining, these roads are dusty and bumpy, making travel slow and uncomfortable. When the rainy season comes, these dirt roads turn into giant rivers of thick, sticky mud. Cars, trucks and buses get stuck sometimes for weeks or even months. It becomes almost impossible to leave the village or for anyone to come in. This has been the reality for decades, a heavy chain holding the country and its people back, keeping them in poverty and making daily life a constant struggle. But now something is changing in Burkina Faso. There is a new feeling of hope spreading across the land. This change is being led by the country's new leader, President Ibrahim. He has a bold vision for his country, not just small improvements, but a complete transformation from the ground up. At the center of his plan is a huge and exciting project called the Faso Meboa Initiative. This project is about building the infrastructure the country has needed for so long, turning muddy dirt tracks into strong modern highways, and giving people the tools they need to build better lives for themselves. This is not just a story about building roads. It is a story about building a future. It is a story of strong leadership, of a people's determination to succeed, and of a powerful idea that could lift millions out of hardship and create a new dawn for the entire nation. To understand why the Faso Meboa Initiative is so important, we must first see how deeply the lack of infrastructure has hurt Burkina Faso. For generations, political problems, a lack of money, and difficult terrain meant building and maintaining infrastructure was never a top priority. The result was a nation where simple everyday tasks became major challenges. Farmers would struggle to get their crops to market, risking spoilage and losing income. Sick children would have no quick way to reach clinics, turning treatable illnesses into life-threatening emergencies. Businesses found it too costly and slow to transport goods, discouraging investment and creating high unemployment. Broken roads not only contributed to poverty but also to instability and insecurity. Faced with these challenges, the leaders of Burkina Faso knew they could not continue on the same path. Waiting for outside help was no longer enough. In Sif, President Ibrahim announced the Faso Meboa Initiative, a national program to rebuild the country's infrastructure from the ground up. The message was clear. Every citizen has a role to play in transforming their neighborhoods, cities, and country. Inspired by examples like China's Belt and Road Initiative, the plan aimed to adapt such ideas to Burkina Faso's needs, building thousands of kilometers of high-quality roads, affordable housing, and modern services in electricity, water, and healthcare. In early 2024, the government made a landmark investment, acquiring over 900 brand-new heavy-duty construction machines. These were sent across the country to replace old dirt paths with paved roads, especially in long-neglected rural areas. The target was ambitious, paving between 3,000 and 5,000 kilometers of roads every year, a pace faster than many richer countries can manage. Yet Faso Meboa is not just about roads. It is a holistic plan to improve all aspects of life: safe housing, reliable electricity, clean water, schools, clinics, public transport, postal services, agricultural support, and energy infrastructure. It aims to connect remote communities, boost agriculture, ensure food security, expand electricity access, and create opportunities for small businesses. The most exciting part is that change is already happening. In one village near Kudogu, a 30 kilometers dirt road that once became impassable in the rainy season has been replaced with smooth asphalt. The travel time to the nearest city dropped from 3 hours to 30 minutes, enabling farmers to sell fresh produce without spoilage, children to attend school regularly, and patients to reach hospitals in time. However, challenges remain. Funding such massive projects requires continuous investment and careful budgeting. Security threats from extremist groups can disrupt construction, so community cooperation and protection are essential. The harsh climate demands roads and infrastructure that can withstand floods and droughts, requiring resilient designs and quality materials. Perhaps the greatest strength of the Faso Meboa Initiative lies in community ownership. Projects are planned with local input, ensuring they meet real needs. Local workers are hired, and young people are trained in construction skills, creating jobs, reducing poverty, and fostering pride and responsibility. The transformation is attracting attention beyond Burkina Faso. Neighboring countries see a model of self-reliance and development, sparking talks of regional cooperation potentially leading to a West African infrastructure pact for roads, rail, energy, and communication. Such collaboration could boost trade, attract investment, and strengthen stability across the region. If momentum continues, by 2035 Burkina Faso could become one of West Africa's fastest-growing economies, with reduced poverty, millions of new jobs, and a strong foundation for long-term prosperity. The story of Faso Meboa shows that infrastructure is more than concrete, and asphalt. It is the backbone of opportunity, health, dignity, and hope. Under President's leadership, the nation is paving not just roads, but the way toward a brighter future.